And 3, 2, and 1. Welcome everybody to the Back and Forth. I am Kevin and this is my co-host
Chanel. Welcome
Hello,
everybody.
Chanel. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm trying to keep the mood light and low right now because we're probably about to jump into a hot topic for the people. One question for you before we get into it. Is it rude of me if I bring something and for one and I don't bring for all?
I know you're not gonna let me answer, so
I was
I'm
waiting
just
for you
gonna
to
leave
answer.
it at
You're not going to answer?
that.
Well, let's go then. Let's talk about this thing. Let's go. Boom. All right, everybody. Welcome. Co-parents. Before we get started today, I want to make sure you all hit that like, subscribe, and notification button so you all know when we're bringing y'all more of these hot topics from on the back and forth between myself and Chanel. We are scrounging the internets and the webs to find these topics that are relatable to you because we know that you all may be going through some of these things. But the one topic that we have today, no buts, I'm sorry, the one topic that we have today is one that probably touches a lot of hearts and minds, as we assemble here today. It's going to touch somebody because I know that somebody might be going through this or may have already gone through this before. And if you all have been paying attention to the social and the medias, you probably saw this one right here. Chanel, you've got it. You want to cue it up?
Sure.
Go ahead. I'll throw it up in the middle. Magic of this.
Today, my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child, but I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids at McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry? What do you mean? Okay, what about my other kids?
Ooh, Kev, you better take the wheel here. It don't look enough.
We don't make me cough.
It don't look enough. Let's just start with that.
Chanel. Okay. And the show is called The Back and Forth. And so somebody's going to have to take the wheel so that the other person can come back from another angle. I'm going to let you go. And I'm going to let you go because out of respect for the elder statesman, I will let you go first. And then I'll come back at you with something else.
Okay. Well, first of all, let's start with it don't look enough. Girl, I'm going to need you to get it together before you try to expose somebody. Okay. Moving on. So this woman allegedly has one child with this baby daddy, this particular baby daddy. I'm not sure how many other kids there are.
She said 3 other ones.
Three others in the situation. Mm-hmm. Okay. So how is it that it's his responsibility to make sure your other kids are fed? Like, make that make sense, Kev.
Well, Chanel, I knew where you were going to go with this because you always go to Pettyville, but I took the off ramp before we got there, and here's the reason why. I could understand his situation. He's trying to take care of his child. He knows she has children, 3 other children. But here's the thing. Here's where my heart lies. Mm-hmm. As men, as role models, as somebody who your children are supposed to look up to, I don't think it's in my heart. It wouldn't be in my heart to bring food for just my child and not bring food for the other ones. Because here's the thing. If you're bringing food for your child and your child sitting there eating their food and the other three kids sitting there and they may be hungry too, I don't know what the situation may be. Mm-hmm. But the other three children are looking at this child, and that could cause some kind of friction between the children. Mm-hmm. She chose to lay down who she lay down with.
Lay down.
We pushed that to the side. However, what you don't want is your children, because those are that's your child's siblings, feeling some kind of way about their sibling, and it's no fault of the children. It's no fault of the children, and it's no fault of his, because this is one of the situations where you're darned if you do and you're darned if you don't. You know what I'm saying? And so I look at it from that standpoint, knowing the way I was raised. If one's going to have, all are going to have. Coming from a blended family situation like with my children, I'm not going. Once we got married, we had all 6 of these kids here. They're all my children. I'm not going to treat. It's no favoritism here. You know, you treat every child differently because they're unique.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure that they all have.
Yeah.
And so that's how I come at it from. I took the off ramp before I got to Chanel's, because she's the mayor of Pettyville. I want to take the off ramp and get off into kindness land, and come at it from that angle. So what do you think about that, Chanel?
You know what, Kev, that and you're absolutely right. That's the logical, most considerate thing to do for the other children. Here's the problem that I have with the video. The problem that I have with the video is the entitlement that that's what he should do. One of the things I think that would resolve this conflict a little bit better is if she knew that he was coming by with the food, because she obviously knew, because she had the camera ready. Okay. So communicate. You know what? My other kids haven't eaten yet either. Is it possible that you can pick up burgers for them? I'll cash up you the money. Something to that effect. Because again, this is in the best interest of all of the kids. And those kids aren't his. So I would think as a mother, you want to do the best thing for all of your kids. Right? So again, he's already at the McDonald's. Okay, let's work together here. Let me cash up you, get the go on the dollar menu. Just get them all a burger, I got juice here. You don't even got to get the meal. I got juice here. Just get the burgers for all the kids. Cool. I'll cash up you the difference. I think that could have been a great resolve for this situation, instead of, being geared up, ready to blast him, or, what did she call it? Call him out, or what was it? Whatever that was she was doing, it was, to me, an epic fail, because if he wanted to use that video, he could show and prove that her other kids ain't being taken care of either. So I want to pull mine out the bunch, because I had to come over there with my own food for my kid. Like, why am I paying child support and my kids still ain't eating? You know what I'm saying? So this could go a whole different direction. While she's trying to call somebody else, she might be calling herself out. Kev?
So when I got off the ramp just into Kindland, there was a police officer at the exit. So I made sure my seatbelts were buckled, and I kept going. So I didn't get to go to Kindland. So now I'm on my way back to Pettyville. So I got to go through Pettyville now. So here's the thing. As a father, if I'm going to run into this kind of vitriol when I'm trying to do something for my child, and I don't even get a thank you or any kind of appreciation or gratitude, not that you should be doing that for doing that for that reason anyway. Yeah, I'm going to feel some kind of way. And so you're lucky that I don't get it sent by Uber Eats and just get it dropped off by the person who's delivering the food. That way I don't have to deal with this. You see, if we can't communicate, like you said, if we can't communicate on the simplest of things, then how are we going to get to the crux of the issue on some of these hard issues right now? Absolutely. These hard things that are going on. Because obviously there's something going on here. Because she's talking about other 3 children, what did she say? What's the word she said again? Look. I can't even remember the word she said.
That don't look enough. It don't look enough.
It's obvious it don't look enough. It don't look enough for the other 3 kids. It's obvious it don't. But I'm going to, there was a TV show that came out a long time ago called Everybody Hates Chris. Yeah. I'm not giving no plugs for them. We're not sponsored. But I remember one scene, they were driving in the truck, and Chris's father was cheap. And so his sister wanted to go to McDonald's, get a half meal. He said, I tell you what, we go to McDonald's, get a half meal. He said, one of the sons get the burger, the daughter gets the French fries, and Chris get the soda. So everybody gets something. But it might not be what you want. You see what I'm saying? So we're not always going to get what we want. We have to be able to understand that we're going to get what we need.
Absolutely.
If we are able to communicate. The wants may come from that if we can talk to each other as co-parents. Because if you can't talk to the other co-parent about these small things, like I said before, the hard things are going to be they're going to be so far away from it. It's not going to be easily attainable.
Absolutely.
And so you have to make that decision. Am I doing this for my children or am I doing this for my selfish needs? I'm going to put somebody on blast because they're bringing food for one child, but not the other three that are not yours. Now who look like Boo-Boo the fool? So you might as well turn that camera around and look back at yourself and say, I'm about to put him on blast, put myself on blast too, because I'm sitting here about to yell at him for doing something for his kids.
Right. That part.
Now my other 3 baby daddies, I don't know where they at, and they ain't bringing no food over here either. You sound like Boo-Boo the fool.
Yes.
And so we have to be cognizant, be careful of that. And my own thing is this right here, Chanel. I'm hoping this was not an earshot of the children. Because first of all, she wouldn't let them in the door. And so I don't know what that was all about. And so Chanel, I don't want to belabor this point. I'm just saying this. I'm just going to say, be careful. Be careful what you say and do to the other co-parent. Because one day you may need them for something, seriously. You may need them for something, some serious help.
Yeah.
And if they don't even want to come around you because they don't want to deal with the issues that's going to come out your mouth or the attitude that you're going to give them, then what makes you think that they're going to want to be coming around?
Yeah.
If not only just to deal with their child, and that's it. Chanel?
Yeah. You know what? Some really, really great points to consider. I really do hope she watches this video, Kev, because I think she'll really reconsider keeping this video. I think she was barking up the wrong tree with her intentions for the video. So I pray, my prayer is that anybody else that's considering doing some foolishness like this, that you really reconsider and look at the other options that you do have available. Again, like I said, you could have got all your kids fed, if you just choose to do something different, choose to be better. Okay, that's what we're here for, is to help you guys choose to be better. Okay.
You landed the plane so softly. You landed on 2 wheels and you touched it, skirt, skirt, skirt. You brought the plane in and landed it correctly. That was great, Chanel. That was so pleasant. It's amazing that you can come from Pettyville and still get on the road and still be able to drive your nice car and still be able to deal with people on a pleasant level. So you went to Pleasantville from Pettyville. You are moving on up, Chanel. You know that. I mean, man, if y'all don't see the growth from episode 1 till now, I don't know what to tell y'all, man, because Chanel she's amazing me every time we get on here on these shows, because I'm having to worry less and less about her blowing up and taking the show off the rails now a little bit. I might be able to let the reins off a little bit. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So, Chanel, another great topic. Hopefully somebody got something from this. I don't ever say I don't know who this is for. I know who this is for. It's for you. Whoever tuned in to watch this, it's for you. So I'm hoping that you receive something from this message right here. It's not all about the laughs and the giggles, because there's some serious points in here, because somebody's going through this.
Absolutely.
Somebody has gone through it, and maybe they're looking back on it now and saying, man, I handled that the wrong way. Or, I handled that great. We get something from this. But if that's you and you receive something from this, by all means, put something in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. Let us know you all are here. How does that sound?
Absolutely.
You saw how I segued into that?
Love it.
All right, great. So with that, Chanel, I'm going to tell these people to stay safe and be blessed. And what you got? Take us home.
Put God first. Put him first. Check with him. before you do some foolishness like this. That's all I got.
All right, they lucky because my mom would have told me we ain't got no McDonald's money. We out.